Raven Hill looked like the kind of place people moved to when they were tired of chaos. Tree-lined streets, well-kept lawns, 4th of July parades. You could walk from one end of town to the other in 20 minutes. Everyone smiled, waved. Everyone knew everyone, or thought they did. They said 47 people had disappeared over the past 20 years. Locals whispered theories. Serial killer, sex traffickers, the government. But no one could explain the similarities. All the missing reported the same things in the weeks before vanishing. Insomnia, the sense of being watched, fear of their own reflections. Some even claimed they saw a woman behind them in the mirror, but only for a second. Or was there something hiding in plain sight, feeding on the people of Raven Hill? It always circled back to one address, 74 Bellevue Street, the house where Mrs. Aldridge lived. She had been there forever, or so it seemed. No one knew her first name. No one remembered her moving in, and somehow, she never aged. Kids joked she was a vampire. Adults didn't joke at all. At first glance, the Aldridge house looked abandoned. Peeling paint, blackout curtains, a yard overgrown with ivy. But lights flickered at odd hours. Packages were delivered, but never retrieved. And every Friday night, people swore they heard noises from the basement, weeping, whispering, laughing. Police had been called a few times. Once, in 2003, Sheriff Clayton responded to a noise complaint. He entered the home. He didn't say much after. The next day, he handed in his badge and left town. He never gave an explanation. Then came the teens, 3 local high schoolers, Max, Jordan, and Chloe. Armed with flashlights and a phone set to live stream, they went into the Aldridge house one cold Friday in October, chasing viral fame. The stream cut out after 14 minutes. The last words caught on audio were, "She's not in the mirror anymore. She's behind us." Their phones were later found scattered down County Road 12. Screens shattered, batteries fried. The footage was recovered. Blurry, dark, mostly silence, except for the final frame. A face pressed close to the lens. Pale, expressionless, with eyes like oil. Deep, black, and endless. The town held a memorial. No bodies were ever found. Parents forbade their kids from going near Bellevue Street, and mirrors started disappearing from homes all across Raven Hill. The turn in 2019, investigative journalist Amber Rose came to town She had a reputation. She wasn't afraid of local legends. She dug deep, interviewing families of the missing, combing through old newspapers, and eventually contacting the family of ex-Sheriff Clayton. Among his belongings, she found an old leather notebook. In it, pages of incoherent scribbles, drawings of eyes. She feeds through reflections. Amber posted her findings online, a 7-minute expose uploaded to YouTube, detailing the history of the house, the disappearances, and the strange behavior linked to mirrors. It hit 100,000 views in an hour. Then, the video vanished. Her channel was terminated without explanation. And Amber? She was found the next morning. Or rather, her car was parked on the shoulder of Route 9. Driver's door open, engine still running. The rear view mirror was shattered. On the windshield, someone had written in lipstick, "Reflected." Her body was never found. What followed was a collective unraveling. People stopped going outside after dark. Several families packed up and left without notice. The local church held midnight prayer sessions. A hardware store sold out of black sheets. People were covering their mirrors. But the disappearances continued. A man named Leonard, owner of the gas station, was caught screaming at his own bathroom mirror, accusing it of watching him breathe. 2 days later, he was gone. A 12-year-old girl named Kaylee told her parents her mirror friend didn't want her to have eyes anymore. She disappeared the following week. Then came the fire. A blaze broke out at the Aldridge house. Witnesses say it burned with green flames. No one tried to stop it. By morning, the house was a shell, ashes and black timber. But then, on the night of the next full moon, the house stood again. No construction, no scaffolding, just back, as if nothing had happened. No one rang the doorbell. No one dared. One last investigation came from a podcast duo, Ghostcast America. They were skeptical, arrogant, and excited to debunk the small-town hysteria. They live-streamed themselves walking toward the house. Thousands watched in real time, but something was wrong with the footage. Time glitches, strange audio feedback. At one point, both men appeared to freeze for several minutes. Faces slack, as if hypnotized. Then, without a word, they turned the cameras on each other and stared silently. The stream cut off with one word, whispered. Behind. They were never seen again. Today, Raven Hill is half empty. Real estate listings won't admit it, but properties don't sell. Tourists don't stay the night, and local kids learn from early on not to look into mirrors after dark. As for the Aldridge house, it still stands. Sometimes, if you pass by at the right moment, you might see a flicker in the second floor window. A face, watching, waiting. But if you see it in a mirror, it's already too late.